welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslekeir Gairleif, and today we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the intricate world where genetics and evolution intertwine. So buckle up, grab your thinking caps, and let's dive right in. Picture this, you're holding a time machine in your hands. But it's not just any time machine, it's a microscopic one, hidden inside every cell of your body. Yes, I'm talking about DNA. This incredible molecule holds the secrets of our past, present, and future. It's a living record of the evolutionary journey that shaped us into the beings we are today. Now let's take a closer look at this intersection of genetics and evolution. First up, the building blocks of life: DNA, genes, and genetic variation. DNA is like nature's blueprint, providing the instructions for building and maintaining an organism. Genes are the specific segments of DNA that code for particular traits or functions. And genetic variation? Well, that's the reason why we're all unique. According to the American Journal of Human Genetics, about 85% of human genetic variation exists within populations, while only 15% exists between populations. Fascinating, right? But how does evolution actually work? It's like a toolbox filled with different mechanisms. There's natural selection, where genes that enhance survival and reproduction are passed on more frequently. As Charles Darwin famously put it in On the Origin of Species, natural selection acts on phenotypic variation, which is often a result of genetic variation. Then there's genetic drift, which is like a DNA dance party where some genes randomly drop out of the population. Gene flow is like genetic wanderlust, with genes moving between populations. And let's not forget mutation, nature's typos that can sometimes lead to big changes. Speaking of changes, let's dive into the molecule's tale, a DNA drama billions of years in the making. Over time, DNA sequences change, and these changes can accumulate. Some mutations are neutral, having no effect on an organism's fitness. Others are adaptive, enhancing survival in a specific environment. In fact, the National Human Genome Research Institute reports that humans and chimpanzees share about 98.8% of their DNA, a testament to our shared evolutionary history. But evolution isn't just about individual genes. It's also about how they interact and express themselves. That's where the fascinating field of evolutionary developmental biology, or EvoDevo, comes in. Homobox genes, for example, act like the body's blueprints, guiding the development of body parts. Developmental plasticity allows genes to be flexible in response to environmental cues. And sometimes, genes can even innovate, leading to the emergence of entirely new traits. Now let's zoom out and look at evolution on a grander scale. Comparative genomics allows us to read between the lines of different species' genetic books, uncovering similarities and differences. Horizontal gene transfer, where genes are swapped between unrelated species, adds another layer of complexity. And the size of genomes themselves can vary widely. Did you know that some amoebas have genomes 200 times larger than ours? Talk about a genetic tome. Of course, no discussion of genetics and evolution would be complete without mentioning our own species. The human evolutionary journey is a fascinating one, with DNA evidence tracing our origins back to Africa. But we've also got some genetic surprises in store, like the fact that non-African populations carry a small percentage of Neanderthal DNA. It's like carrying a piece of ancient history in every cell. Evolution isn't just a thing of the past, though. It's an ongoing process that affects us in countless ways. Take medicine, for example. The evolution of antibiotic resistance in bacteria is a major public health challenge. Cancer, too, can be seen as an evolutionary process, with cells evolving to evade the body's defenses. And many genetic diseases arise when normally helpful genes malfunction. But it's not all doom and gloom. Genetics and evolution also offer hope for the future. Conservation geneticists are using their knowledge to help save endangered species, like the black-footed ferret. By maintaining genetic diversity and reducing inbreeding, they're giving these populations a fighting chance. In agriculture, an understanding of crop domestication and genetic modification could lead to hardier, more sustainable food sources. And let's not forget the cutting edge of genetic technology. CRISPR gene editing is like a molecular scissors, allowing us to precisely alter DNA sequences. Synthetic biology takes it a step further, aiming to create entirely new genetic circuits and organisms. And the tantalizing possibility of de-extinction, bringing back long-lost species, is now within reach. But with great power comes great responsibility. As we continue to unravel the secrets of genetics and evolution, we must also grapple with the ethical implications. How far should we go in modifying our own genome? What are the risks and benefits of genetically modified organisms? And what happens when our technological capabilities outpace our wisdom? These are the questions that will define our genetic future. But one thing is clear. The intersection of genetics and evolution is an endlessly fascinating one, full of surprises and possibilities. By understanding our evolutionary past and the genetic mechanisms that shape life on Earth, we can better navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. So the next time you look in the mirror, remember, you're not just seeing yourself. You're seeing the culmination of billions of years of evolutionary history written in the language of DNA. And that, my friends, is a story worth telling. And with that, we come to the end of our genetic journey for today. I hope you've enjoyed this whirlwind tour of the intersection of genetics and evolution, and that you've come away with a deeper appreciation for the incredible complexity and beauty of life on Earth. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and most importantly, keep marveling at the wonders of science. Until next time, this is Aslekeir Gairleif signing off.